concern. I think the first and biggest concern is for ourselves and for the region as a whole. There has been tremendous disruptions, particularly of the economies, because if you look at the fact that so much of oil and gas supplies have been affected, oil, petrol, diesel coming from the oil-producing countries of the Gulf, gas, something like 80%, I think about 60 to 80% of our LNG, LPG is coming from Qatar and the other countries in that region, and we're not able to receive it anymore, except in very small installments. A couple of ships come, that's 1.5 days supply. So we are not able, as a result, to be able to fuel our kitchens, our dhabas, our restaurants. You're seeing stories from all over the country now. The historic Nahum's bakery of Calcutta, which is not closed in 140 years, closed apparently for 4 days now because they have no LPG. This sort of story, people from Hyderabad saying they can't make halim because it's a slow cooking dish, it needs a lot of gas, and so on and so forth. Movie sets where the crews are not able to be fed because there's no LPG. So there is a genuine problem which has nothing to do with these countries have got a problem of their own, but it's affecting all of us. That's the first important thing. Secondly, there is a knock-on effect for all economic activity. If factories start slowing down, that affects employment, that affects purchases. You find oil prices have shot up. It was $64 a barrel for crude oil when the war began. Today, it's been alternating from 100 to 120. We're looking at a very serious situation of petrol inflation, which in turn has a knock-on effect on everything that is transported by petrol. So I just want to say the first and biggest consequence is for other countries that are not parties to the conflict. The second question that worries me is what is the strategic logic behind this war? You remember initially President Trump and Israel talked about regime change. On the second day they called upon the people of Iran to rise up in the streets and take over their government. All such calls have stopped now. Then when there was a change in the leadership, they said, President Trump said that Mojtaba Khamenei was not acceptable to him. Now he's also beginning to realize that what's acceptable to him is not anymore the key issue. We don't know exactly what the desired endpoint is. I would have liked to have thought there was some strategic logic behind this assault. But right now I think what many countries like us ought to be doing, and I've been calling on India to do this, is to actually take an initiative